Hi, this is Roger. I'd like to demonstrate the Flex module over the next 5 minutes or so. We're going to show that applications cannot be submitted after the close date. Submitted applications locked and cannot be viewed until the unlocked and unsealed date time arrives. Once unsealed, applications cannot be modified by anyone. Submitted applications unlocked for viewing only after the designated unlock date time. So we'll demonstrate three scenarios. We'll show an open RFP and a new applicant creating a user account and creating and submitting an application. We'll also show a closed RFP and how that affects locked applications that have been submitted. And then we'll show a closed RFP that is now unlocked for storing. So our test one, open RFP, new applicant. We're going to show a new applicant creating their own user account. So I'm going to click this link, which would perhaps be shown on the website. And you see here it takes you to the RFP in question. Here we're doing a special needs RFP. The open date was February 15th, which is today. And I can download the PDF procurement instructions. I've got an old one here from 2017 RFP, so we can put all types of downloadable documents there. And then it shows the open date. The submission deadline is also today, so we can do a quick test. I simply click apply. That then takes me to a portal. If I'm an existing user, I can log in as with my known email address. If I'm not, in this case I'm not, I'm going to show how it is that we create an account. So I'm going to create one for a test Gmail account that I've set up for under my son's name, and that is bbelcher1095 at gmail.com, and we'll register. And an email is sent out. So I've got that Gmail account already opened. Here it is. And here's the email account showing that we've created an account, and I'm going to, and here's my password. That's a cool one. Let me copy that right now. And then I'm going to click go. It's going to take me back to the login portal. That information wouldn't be there on other people's accounts. And this is B Belcher at 295. Let's see. Actually, you know what? I'm doing that wrong. I should be typing it in over here. 95 at gmail.com. Get rid of this stuff here. And then my password was that, and I log in. Very good. So, I get the user agreements typical to this system. I click agree. I can change my password. Something I can remember. And now I am in the system and ready to do an application. I click new application, and then I select the RFP. So special needs RFP test 100 is what I want. I'm going to say Brian test. Now the fields that you see here are simply for the purposes of testing field types. This is not intended to show a real RFP application. So I'm going to go through this quickly. I'm going to put our address here, I think, and I'm just going to put in some made-up information to quickly get through this. I have about 20 fields here, so we'll be through this in about 30 more seconds. And you see past performance. So you've got the ability to type a long narrative here, and that's going to wrap around, and we can keep going. This is a very large field. Design work, so I can put a lot of information in these fields as well. And let's see, we have a number of different field types let's see. I'm just going to quickly just go through this so we can get through it quick. Days of service. Let's say we're operating on a Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And our hours are from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And I can upload documents. So let's see. I'm going to go up here where I have some things. CMS Finance Manager. So let's just say that that's going to be my work plan. Come down here, I can check off different components that were relevant to the RFP. Organizational chart, we can add that. I can do any file type that needs to be uploaded, including videos. And then a budget. Here's a spreadsheet with a budget on it. And the application could be a lot more than this, but that's enough to show us how it works. I'm going to click Save. Now notice before I click Save, there's no Submit button up top. When I click Save, I'm going to have one. And there it is. But I'm not going to submit it yet. I'm going to log out and demonstrate that I can come back in and work on this. And sometimes these fields, when we're running with the camera, don't work for some reason. This normally does work. I'm going to stop the video just a second so that it stops interfering with that. Let's see here. Okay, so I had to temporarily stop that so I could log out. Sometimes the camera affects some of our fields. Now I'm logging back in, and I'm going to my saved RFP application, and there it is. I'm going to open that up. And you see I still have the submit button. I'm going to put this in edit mode, modify, and I'm just going to come down here and make a change. We're going to fix that phone number, and then I'm going to come all the way down and save that. And let me move some of this other camera stuff here. Click Save, and as you see, the number has changed, indicating that I can modify anything. At this point, technically I'm ready to submit, but I can print it. I can do that and go through the print routine, and there we go. That's printing. Now I'm ready to submit, and the key to this is watching what happens when we execute the submit button. And click submit, and it's going to lock immediately. And now you are not authorized to view this record. If I attempt to come back in, make a change to it, it's not going to let me log in. And the same if I were to come in administratively too. So I'll demonstrate that in a little bit. So we're going to stop and get set up for the next test. Okay, the next thing I wanted to show was once the application had been submitted, the applicant received a receipt indicating that with a date, time stamp, and so forth. But if they click View Application, again, it's not going to let them see it because it is locked by design at this stage. Okay, so the next thing we would like to demonstrate would be a closed RFP where the applications that have been submitted for it are locked. So we're going to show the control record for that RFP. I'm going to pull this over. This is how we control when the RFP is open, lock, and unlock. So you see RFP 200 test, juvenile justice. The open date was the 14th at 11 a.m. The deadline was the 14th at 3 p.m. and the unlock time is the 16th at 6 p.m. Right now it's February 15th at 11:59 a.m. So it is clearly locked. And if I go to the let's see, the applicant, so I want to log in as an admin. I'm logged in as an admin right here, and this is a report, and this shows one of the tests. If I click it, I can't open it, it's just a report, but it shows that this application was submitted on the 14th at 11:15 a.m. for this organization, and again for RFP 200, which is the one we're looking at, RFP 200. So I know that I've got an application in there from the report. But if I go to this listing, which would allow me to open an application as an admin person, you see there's only one on the 14th, and that is for a different RFP, RFP 300, which is not locked up yet. So that is indicative that this application cannot be viewed even by me as an admin person. Just to demonstrate, I'm going to log in as the applicant to show they cannot see it either. Okay, so you can see on the screen that I'm logging in as an applicant that I happen to know is the one who submitted the application that we want to test and prove that we cannot open it. I'm clicking sign in, and I'm coming to Sean's account. I'm going to go to RFP options, and I'm going to do a search for applications, and RFP 200 is not there. Now, he did do RFP 300, but we're looking for RFP 200. And so this is indicative that neither myself as an admin or the applicant can open RFP 200 until that date time on the 16th is unlocked for it. So this is a good test that shows that we could not open it as an admin, nor could we open it as the applicant for RFP 200 test. Okay, so we're about to demonstrate our final test of a closed RFP that is now unlocked and ready for scoring. The first thing that we want to do is show the RFP control record. So I'm going to pull that over. And here we have the RFP 300 test control record. You notice the open date was the 14th at 11. The submit date was deadline was the 14th at 3, and it unlocked on the 14th at excuse me, at 9. Today's the 15th, the following day. So I'd like to show the submitted view, which shows the locked application. So here we have the view, and there we have RFP 300 test application. I'm going to click that. Oh, actually, I'm on the report. And here we have the application. I was on the report. And you see it has an activity log and tells us what time it was submitted and everything. I have the whole application. And I'm having some latency in the system right now. This is on the network. And as you can see, there's neither a submit button nor a modify button. There is no way for me to change these answers in any way, shape, or form. I can come in here and click the attachments and view those, print them if I need to. And this will come up in just a moment. And I'm going to put this on pause just a moment. We're having some slow network latency I don't want to waste your time. Let me put this on pause while it opens. Okay, and it's about to complete the open routine now. There we go. And we see the spreadsheet opening up, and this is an example of a submitted budget. And so we can get to all of our attached documents in that manner, and we can print this and can perform our scoring. So that would be a good test. So to finish this up, we were able to demonstrate that a closed RFP that was unlocked could be opened and viewed, but not modified. So to summarize, users can create their own system accounts. System emails notify users of application status. Applications can be saved and worked on at a later date. They can return and then submit them. Submitted applications lock and cannot be viewed. Applications cannot be submitted after RFP close date and time. After the unlock unsealed date time passes, applications can be viewed but not modified. And that really completes all the main points that we wanted to demonstrate. Please let us know if you have any questions, and hope this has been good to show some insight into the Flex module. Thank you.